All right, what's good, y'all? So we back with another one. Pop the balloon and find love. I thought this was interesting. Christians are in the house on this particular episode, so I thought, why not? I like reacting to Christian content because, hey, I'm one first and foremost. But more than that, I just like having Christian conversations. So I feel like this is one. If you're not and you might feel uncomfortable by this, I understand. You can skip this video. But if you want to hear my take on this and just have a conversation about it, let's talk. So this PK went on the Pop the Balloon episode, and there were a lot of things that were interesting. Hopefully, we can talk about them. Maybe not in this particular episode because these are already long as is most of the time. So, by the way, before we get into it, if you've not yet subscribed, hit that subscribe button because I still see that most of you who are returning and watching these videos have not hit that subscribe button. Like, comment, share because it actually helps us do more of these. And also, before we get into it, let me know from which country or part of the world you're watching this from. Let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen.
Not fulfilled. So right now, yes, but I definitely back when I like last year, no. So this year, working towards that.
Thank you. All right, what about over here?
You would say all three of them again.
Yes, so it's family dynamic.
Are you financially stable?
Are you financially stable? And also the last one is
Family dynamic, and also, are you fulfilled? If not, what's missing?
Okay. Am I financially stable? Yes. My family dynamic, I live kind of farther away from a lot of my family, and we have an interesting family dynamic, but I do say I'm a little bit more of a lone wolf. I'm not going to lie. Like, maybe a little bit of the black sheep because I just like to be authentically myself. And I'm from a very strict, like, Catholic family. So I kind of like to just like do me, and I don't need to be so rigid with how I am as a person. That's why when you were saying the modest thing, I'm like, what does that mean exactly to you? I feel like I like was raised like that, and so I love my family, but I am a little bit of a lone wolf. And last but not least, am I fulfilled? I feel like not yet. I still want a family. I want to finish my degree. Like, there's some things that I'm working on, but I do think I'm happy and like lucky with my life.
That's good, thank you. And what about over here?
Okay, am I fulfilled? What's my family dynamic and financially stable? Yes, I'm financially stable. However, I'm 27, and I feel like your 20s are about establishing yourself financially to take care of yourself and kind of live the life that you want to live. And I feel like your 30s are more so being financially stable for the future. So I'm financially stable for a 27-year-old, but as I'm entering my 30s, like one of my goals this year is to open up a Roth IRA. I haven't done that yet. So I haven't started preparing for retirement. But for a 27-year-old, yes, right? Family dynamic, can you like elaborate? You mean extended family or immediate family?
So, like your immediate family.
Immediate family, I I would say I kind of resonate with what she said. I kind of am a lone wolf. I come from a great family. I love my family a lot. I'm not very close with my siblings. I have a lot of siblings. I'm not very close with them. My mother actually passed away last year. So I kind of am, I would have to resonate with that, a lone wolf in that sense. And am I fulfilled? I like happily say no. Like I associate fulfillment with complacency, right? And so I don't aim to be fulfilled. I aim to keep, I'm a very goal oriented person. So aim to keep accomplishing my goals. And so am I happy with where I'm at? Sure. But I don't think I'm fulfilled. And my goal isn't necessarily to
That was a long answer, but also that was three questions. So yeah, uh, yeah.
like come to this moment of fulfillment. It's to keep growing constantly. So.
Thank you. All right, we heard quite a lot from all three ladies. It is time to pop a balloon. I know it was tough. They all gave really good answers.
You know what's funny or what's weird though? I actually think the one that he popped, was the one who was genuinely messing with him, who was like all for him, like who actually liked him. Off three girls. That's just what I think. I don't know what you guys think. You could see by her body language how she kept looking at him, the way she was looking at him, that she was the one who actually wanted him. as opposed to the. Yeah, I stand corrected, but let me know what you guys think. But yeah, I actually think the one that he popped, which is always what the case is, though, right? We want the people that necessarily don't want us, or the ones that want us, we don't want them. Like, you know what I mean? So I guess that's. But hey, let's keep watching this.
All right. So, Alicia, why was your balloon unpopped? Actually, you took it back. Why'd you take it back?
I think you're handsome. You sound well-rounded. Yeah, I'm just getting good vibes from you. So I just wanted to see what you had in store.
She was definitely feeling him,
And
bro.
why'd you end up popping her balloon?
Her response
Okay.
just kind of threw me a little bit.
It's
But
okay.
Which part?
but she's great though. She's great.
What part about her response threw you off?
So you did mention that your family dynamic, was you're kind of like a lone wolf.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So I think
I felt the vibe. It's okay.
it was just that.
I'm
piece
not
right there.
offended. It's okay. I get it.
No, it's okay.
Because you sound like you're looking for like somebody who's like really strong in their family. And I feel like my friends are more my family. And like I have like a family that I've created more so than like my blood family being super close to me. But it's okay.
I get where he's coming from. I get where she's coming from, but what is this, sisters? You know. So I get what he's trying to, but at the same time, like, y'all are speed dating, bro. Like, you need to understand that you're not gonna get those answers just by this. You know what I mean? So
I get where you're coming from.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we've got 2 ladies left. Ladies, any questions for him? Okay, we'll be back.
so this is where it gets interesting,
Alright.
y'all.
So you
Sorry,
mentioned your
it took this
relationship
long.
with God earlier. I have a 2-part. I want to know what your relationship with him looks like on a day-to-day basis, and then I would also like to know what it means to you to be a man of God.
So I do read my word.
This is where I felt like the Christians took over the show. Christians took over the show at this particular point, which made it interesting, even for me just watching.
I do pray and I do attend church. Am I a man of God? Am I God led? I wouldn't say that per se. I am on my own journey and whatnot. So,
Okay, so from what I knew prior to these girls watching this show, this particular episode, was they looking for a man of God. But like, again, like I keep saying, if you gonna look for a fish, go to the sea. Don't be looking for no fish in the wild, bro. Like, go to church if you're looking for a brother who meets all these different criterias of spiritualness, or who's Christian to this particular level. You know what I mean? If you're looking for a sister who loves God, who goes to church, guess what? Go to church. You would think it's that difficult, right? Just go to church and find you a sister who loves God, who goes to church, not to go on a dating platform and look for all these different qualities. You know what I mean? So this is where I feel like it gets interesting.
something that I'm constantly working on. But I'm not like far stretch or nothing like that.
So that's why I said the other lady, it was a definite. She was almost on the same vibe with him as far as spirituality is concerned. These are the 2 ladies. They're looking for a man of God, which I feel away because of the dressing. Personally, I don't think they're dressing like a woman of God type of thing. I can as much as see her boobs right now. I can see her legs. I don't know if it's a Western thing how they dress to show skin, but you're looking for a man of God, at least dress like a woman of God. You know what I mean? That's my own 2 cents about the whole thing.
Do you want to elaborate before I pop my balloon? Because that is a pop for me, but I want to give you the chance to maybe elaborate on what you mean.
So I'll say more so. I'm not exactly. So I'm on the ladder, to reach God. It just
And
I may
I'm
not.
sorry to interrupt you, but I'm talking about Jesus. Are you talking about?
Yeah, Jesus
Okay,
Christ. Yes.
okay,
Yes.
okay.
So I'm sorry. So yes.
Because you went a little.
I like that. I like that. I like that, sister. I just feel a way about how she's dressed personally, how her cleavage is out, and but like I do mess with her mind. I do mess with how she even expresses herself. But again, for me, it's just the dressing. But again, I still feel like he had a better chance with the lady in the white dress and rose type of thing that he just popped. But hey,
Spiritual with me.
No,
Is
so
that
yes.
what you're spiritual?
Yes. So, no, not spiritual. I'm sorry, not spiritual. So yes, Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior. But as far as like just like a deeper connection with God or with Jesus, it's not entirely there, but
Is there a yearn for that?
absolutely, absolutely. So I grew up essentially a PK. So I did grow
So
up.
there was kind of I feel like with PKs, you kind of become an adult and you create some distance. And are you coming back? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, so I am back on the ladder. So I was, away for some time.
Understood,
But
understood.
now, I am back in my word. I am back praying daily, and so
Okay. Can I ask one more? I know I popped. Can I ask one more question? So, what are you doing to fulfill that yearnment?
I mean, we're just that, just praying every day, just attending church service, just being consistent with that, and that's about it, really.
Okay. I'm gonna remain unpopped.
Okay. Okay. And why?
So I am Christian, and I'm not a perfect Christian whatsoever. So it's no judgment from me. But when I think about a husband, I'm called to be submissive, right? And so for me to be submissive to a man, I want to know that he's led by Jesus. I want to follow Jesus through my man, right? Like me following you should be me following Jesus. And if you're not completely confident in your walk with Jesus, I don't feel confident being fully submissive. So,
look, I respect her perspective. I 1,000% respect where she's coming from and what she's saying. Um, I want my man to be a follower of Jesus because if I'm following you, if I'm your woman, that means I'm 1,000% under you in every decision that you make, right? Fine. Then she says, I also need you to follow. So because of that, I need you to follow Jesus. Perfect. I understand that. I like that. I actually agree with her take on relationship and what marriage is, or what at least union means, right? The man being the head and what the head actually means. You know what I mean? I respect that. But again, like her breasts are out, bro. Her boobs are out. You know what I mean? So for me, I don't know if it's something y'all do in the West, but like you want a man of God, at least be a woman of God. You know what I mean? That, and number two, go to church, find you a brother who meets that criteria, right? The fact that you going on a speed dating show and you trying to look for all these different criterias, I don't know, bro. My perspective on this has not changed.
Okay. All right. Now, is she someone that was your type?
Yes, absolutely.
thank you.
Very well put together. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you. And we did get another pop back over here. Why did you end up popping your balloon?
Same thing that she basically said. I also grew up with PK. However, I was the opposite. I still knew who my father was, who God is. I just didn't really have like a personal connection. I was like just living, like I just lived in the belief in him, but not through him. Like God wasn't shown through me. And I think I'm at the point in my life, I just said, like when I turned 28, it was like a lot of stuff was happening, and it was just like a breakthrough for me. And essentially, since I grew up in a household where my dad wasn't on the same level as my mom, and eventually I think that is what caused the divorce. So I just don't want to be in that same pathway where I want us to be on an equally yoked, basically. But yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. So, do you understand what they're saying? Or
Absolutely.
okay,
Absolutely.
okay. And now is she someone that's your type?
Yes, I love the hair, I love the eyes. The
Thank
dress,
you.
Yes.
All right, thank you. Well, that's all the balloons popped, unfortunately. But thank you so much for.
So let me know in the comment section what you guys think about this whole thing. But like again, you are looking for love. You are looking for. I don't think you should be doing it on a speed dating show. You know what I mean? If you're looking for a man of God, he's most likely not. You know what I mean? He's most likely not showing up on these secular platforms I think it's Christian, but again, it's a secular platform. Nonetheless, it's a secular dating show. Nonetheless, there's nothing that outright says we're a Christian show. We're a Christian. No, So you most likely are not going to find someone who's men of God on these particular shows, right? So if you are, I only see these struggles with Christians. I've never seen, I don't know if you guys have seen it. I've never seen these struggles with Muslims. Do let me, I stand corrected, but you never hardly see a Muslim showing up to this and saying, I'm looking for a Muslim. No. So these are traditional cultures I think we haven't, as a Christian community, we haven't really mastered, right? You want a Christian girl, go to church, find you a Christian girl. Don't go to a bar or go to and then try to, you know what I mean? So that's just my 2 cents, y'all. If you're still watching this at this particular point of this video, let me know what you think about this. Let me know also from which part of the world you're watching this from again. And until the next one, peace.